Stay a while and listen.
You know, every time I put on this mask, I feel like I'm becoming someone different. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, welcome to another Word of Chen reading, guys, and today we will be doing a poem called The Failure of Faith. I actually wrote this yesterday, but for those of you who are following me on DeviantArt or on Tumblr, you may have noted that I did not make this release yesterday because call me superstitious, but when things aren't going your way, I just don't like to make releases and stuff like that. Okay? Alright, so the poem I'm doing today is called The Failure of Faith. It is again inspired by Mordheim and of course Warhammer, and I will do the reading first and then you're going to get my comments straight after. Okay, so let's get started. Impatience is a mortal failing, born from our impermanent existence. The fact that we are transient beings is what causes our leaders to cling to power. They do not want their people to grow, else they know we will soon surpass them. A priest does not ask his mass to think, for thought itself brings the danger of change. Do you now see why chaos is so great? The dark gods do not restrict our freedom to think. Indeed, we are welcome to question, for they are truth. Any chaos god can be seen as permanent, because despite their darkness, they are eternally patient. No aspect of chaos has ever commanded that you worship them, for they know that in time, mortals will willingly succumb. Instead, the only beings who have demanded, the only ones who have commanded your worship, are the gods made by mortal minds. They are made by mortal minds, and thus they share the mortal trait of impatience. Think carefully about why that is, because the answer is simple. A mortal god is impatient because it is impermanent. Faith may fade when its believers falter, but chaos is wholly eternal. And that was the end of the poem. The poem's title, The Failure of Faith, sort of sets the tone for the whole thing. I mean, it's based around how in the Warhammer universe, people can succumb to chaos worship and demon worship, and I was thinking about that as a concept, and I realized that, it could happen for us as well. I mean, if Orthodox religion weren't so powerful, and of course, if it weren't spread so far, then things like the Chaos Gods might be possible because people would be like, okay, these concepts are literally eternal. I mean, if they were thinking along the same lines that I am, they're aspects of our mortal sins, so to speak. So you've got Korn, he's like bloodlust, murder, and Tzeentch is change and stuff like that. And Slaanesh is lust. So these are things that will always exist as long as a living sentient being exists. So in that case, you see, the Chaos Gods don't need you to worship them because every act that you do is already worshipping an aspect of them. And the only ones that do demand your worship, the only ones that say, no, you shall not have any other god before me, are mortal gods, because they are impermanent. That's why they don't have the same power of miracles. That's why they don't have the same abilities to sort of like, give their followers gifts, because they are impermanent and they will fade when their believers fade. So I just thought it was really interesting, and that's why I did the poem on it. Okay, that is the end of the video. Please subscribe and like for more, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow, of course, assuming that my day goes well. Okay, see you guys. Thanks for watching.